Do you want to stay up to date with the messiest drama on the internet? Or what about those crazy viral challenges? Then be sure to tune in to TMZ Verified, the podcast. I'm Wild.
I'm Steph.
And each week we're either breaking down the spicy viral stories or we're hanging out with the most popular influencers around. Tana Mojo is in the building.
I don't even know if they're hating. They're probably just telling the truth, but we love the haters too.
Sophia Franklin.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk, but let's be real with each other, you know?
Bryce Hall is here, y'all. Make some noise, people.
I'm single, by the way.
Right.
So if you like viral drama, influencer culture, and just overall hot messiness, check out new episodes of TMZ Verified every Thursday right here on Spotify.
Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to the season 10 premiere of the TMossBoss show. Man, I'm gonna try to make this season good. I'm gonna try to think of some really good things to talk about. I might have to bring out the podcast notebook, write down some things. I'm so behind on that notebook. I'm honestly have just left it alone. I haven't touched that notebook in months, actually. I think, season 3 or 4? Yeah, it was I haven't touched it then, so, I'm it's lost hope. I think once when I have, more free time, then that's when I'll start writing down stuff, but until then, I'm just gonna pretty much be freestyling everything that I talk about, alright? Just improvise everything, but anyways, what I wanted to talk about was self-love. Now, this is gonna be somewhat of a serious episode, because myself, I'll have to say that I need to learn self-love. I care about myself. I don't want to see myself get injured or hurt or anything, but I don't know whether I love myself or not. And that's a question I ask myself all the time. Do I love myself? Because I don't know where I had heard it, but I seen it somewhere. It might have been a post on Facebook or Instagram somewhere, but they was in order for those to love you, you need to love yourself. And honestly, my whole life, just to put it out there and things, my whole life, I always felt like that. Nobody listens to me. Nobody. From the smallest things to the biggest things. I'll say something, or somebody will ask me for my opinion, and I'll put my 2 cents out there. And I overall feel that somebody else will say something that's completely wrong. That's not the case, or that's not what's happening in things. And they'll listen to that person. And I'm thinking in my head, do they love themselves more than I love myself? And that's why nobody's listening to me. Because I'm it's just it's hard dealing with stuff like that. I really hate that feeling where no one listens to you. I hate that feeling so much. That's why I'm I try to listen to everyone around me. Even it's I'll see that too. I'll see when they'll say something and nobody responds. I'm that person that will look at you and be I heard you and I'm listening and I will respond. But if it's some crazy stuff, then I probably won't respond. If you talking about, do you think cows speak Chinese? I'm what? What does that even mean? I'll look, probably laugh a little bit and then walk off. Then I'm I ain't got time to be thinking if cows speak Chinese. I'm but even then, being serious, I probably you know what? Cows, they look like that they probably speak French. Cows don't look like they speak Chinese. They could speak Chinese. Maybe if it was a cow over in China, but I think cows speak French. See, now I ain't got myself caught up in some weird conversation and things, but anyways, I just hate that feeling of people not listening to you. And I feel that's something that's always affected me my whole life ever since I was a kid. Over there talking to other kids and stuff, and they just block me out. I just don't exist. I remember that's one childhood memory that I have was that there's this one girl. What was that girl's name? I can't even think of that girl's name. Freaking I don't know. I can't even think of that girl's name. I shouldn't even put her out there on blast or anything. But no, that girl, I remember I was I'll say something to her or I'll say something to somebody else and she might be in the area. And she just overall was not happy at the fact that I was there. I'm like, bro, I ain't even like that's one thing that I wish, like, if I can travel back in time, but with the mind that I have now, like, I seriously would go off on a few people back in my past life, back when I was a kid and things. I seriously would. From teachers to kids to people, a whole bunch of people. But I remember there was a day where I think I had said something to her, and she just like this was her response to everything that I had said. This was her response. All right, no joke. All right, for my black audiences out there, no cap. This girl's response to everything I say was, "I don't care. I don't care." Like, she would say that with everything that I said. And I'm thinking in my head, like, what did I... That's the type of stuff where I'm like, man, I really wish I had the mindset. Because I would ask her, I'm like, what did I ever do to you? Like, what caused this tension between us? Like, what caused this conflict or these problems between us? Because as I recall, I don't know you. You definitely don't know me. We don't know each other's family. We do not know each other, okay? So I'm like, I can understand if that's the problem, but if that's not the problem, what is the problem? Like, that's why I'm like, I probably shouldn't have had the mindset that I had back then. I probably would have had a lot of kids and people crying and stuff, but it's cool. It's cool. Since then, I've grown as a person. But I remember she said that one day, and I snapped. I think it was like I got like people looking at me and things because she said that. And I'm all like, you know what? Forget it. I'm like, I ain't got nothing else to say to you. You always saying that crap. I don't care. You never say anything else. And I think I was walking off, and I think that's when I think that was like the last conversation we had too. I think that's why I remember it so well. But I remember she was just like, no, wait, what did you want to say? I'm like, no, I don't even want to say it anymore. I'm like, I don't want to say it at all. So I think I walked off, did some freaking kid stuff. But no, it's like stuff like that. I'm like, no, don't treat people like crap and things. And because I'm like, I feel like that has an effect on a person. Like, when your whole life you just been disrespected by a bunch of people, I feel like that's all you know. Like, you don't know about self-love and things. My thing, like, I don't know, like, growing up, like, I never really was taught that. I never was really taught to love yourself. I was taught to take care of yourself, but that was about it. And I don't even know if taking care and loving yourself falls underneath the same category. So I'm like, if I do take it, like, if that's the case, then yeah, I guess I do love myself. But at the same time, I'm like, if I'm just taking care of myself, like, firemen take care of people when they're, like freaking fighting fires and stuff. Medics, they take care of people. It's like, but do they love them? Like, that's the question. And I know that's one thing I remember learning as I got older was like, love your neighbor. And I'm just all like, yeah, I do. Like, I mean, well, I don't know. My neighbors are kind of weird. Like, I don't know about them. But, like, my friends, my peers, people around me, I show all the love I can to them. From their dreams, their goals, stuff that they face. Like, I try to, like, be there for everybody around me and things. But, like, the problems that I faced in my life, like, I didn't really know how to be there for myself. So that's why I'm like, I feel like I just... overall, like, over other people, I just really, I left myself hanging. And that's, I feel like a lot of situations in my life, it took an effect on me and things because feel like that's all I know. Like, there wasn't no way out of it and things from my love life to my personal life to my business life. Like, I didn't really know how to, like, be all like, oh, okay, like, if this didn't go well, okay, cool. Like, at least I got myself and things. Like, those type of things didn't cross my mind. So that's why I'm like, when I sit down and I deal with a situation, I'm just all like, I don't know how to overall be there for myself. Like, I don't know how to, like, looking at myself, like, out of perspective, like, just out of a first person view and, like, trying to just, like, sit down and, like, take a good look at myself. Yeah, I can't do that. So that's why, I feel like I really struggle on a self-love, like, factor and things. And I feel like there's probably so many people that probably feel the same way. Like, they don't know how to love themselves, but they can like love somebody else. Like, it's easy for me to love somebody else, But then for me to love myself, like that feel like that's the one bridge I haven't crossed yet. And I don't even know how to cross it. It's like you walk everywhere, but then when it's time to like walk that bridge, like I don't know how to walk. I don't know how to walk that bridge. So it's hard for me in self-love, man. Overall, like I try, and I try, like I sit there and I try to like, like not to sound crazy or anything, but I sit there and try to like have conversations with myself like on self-love. Like I sit here and try to think about that type of stuff, but it just there's no connection. There's no connection overall, and I feel like that has taken a toll on my life to where I'm like, I feel like now that I'm older, I feel like that it's nobody that really like okay, just gonna flat out and say it because I'm like, I ain't trying to like sound crazy or just I overall feel like that no one loves people out there, including myself. And I know people are gonna be all like, oh, that's so sad, like people love you, I overall feel like they don't. Like to sit there and put everything out there, I feel like the closest ones to me, the people that hadn't talked to me in years, but we used to talk all the time, like I feel like the people that say they do, I feel like that they overall don't mean it. And then that's where it kind of just leaves you in a situation where it's like, whoa, why should I love myself? Like that's like a question you shouldn't have to ask yourself. But it's a question that's like, that's a question that like goes through my mind and things. So I'm not overall trying to like have people like worried about me or like, nah, like I said, I can take care of myself. But to overall like, yeah, to like love myself, to have love for myself, like how I have love for other people. Yeah, it's like I don't know. That's something that I'm like, I really don't know. So it's a learning process. Like it's something where I'm like, maybe I need to read more books. Maybe because I know I bought this one book and I barely even like cracked the book open and things. I've read like maybe the first few pages, but it's this book like title, I Used to Be Miserable or something like that. I don't want to say it for the children out there because there is an explicit word on the cover, but it's censored. But yeah, it's I bought that book because there's a time in my life not too long ago where I felt like that I needed some guidance. Like I feel like I really needed some guidance. Like I felt like that I needed to like hear something, but I feel like overall if I had told somebody my problems, I feel like overall like people are just gonna laugh at the problems I face or not really care, or just be like, oh, suck it up, be a soldier, you'll be all right. Like that's what I've pretty much been told my whole life. So I've never like to have people like say that they'll always be there for me or they check up on me and things. Like yeah, when I like, and maybe those are the ones that like they love you, they have love for you and stuff, or the ones that check up on you and things, because there's like it wasn't even too long ago. Okay, I was dealing with some situations with my family and YouTube. They overall don't support me with my career goals and my dreams and stuff, and that's being a YouTuber, a full-time YouTuber. And I posted that on social media, and there was some that like they hit me up and they were like letting me know and things like, hey, it's gonna be all right, like I'm here for you. They was like giving me some words of wisdom, and I don't know if that's like a person like loving you, or they're just saying that because they somewhat care about you or something. So I'm like, that's why I'm like, I feel like that those are two different things, like a person caring about you and a person loving you and stuff. Like I feel like that these people, like it's people like maybe 10, 20 years from now, are we still going to be friends? Like we still going to be cool? Because if they're still saying this like after like 10 years, 20 years, like I'm like let's say for an example, I'm still facing these same problems as I get older and things, and they're still there for me, then that's why I'm like, they have to love you, like they have to. But I feel like currently, I don't know, like that stuff can go on for so long, and I feel like there's times like not with me, but when there's like actually no, this has happened to me before, but there is another point in time in my life I was dealing with some stuff, and friends was hitting me up like, hey, like you just need to like chill out, like it's gonna be okay and things. And yeah, it's like those guys, like I wouldn't even say I'm talking to them, and unless I had seen them, now I would probably have some conversations with them and stuff. But it's not people that's like constantly checking up on me and constantly seeing if I'm okay. Like I think they were just trying to shut me up and keep me from posting all the time on social media and stuff. But yeah, I'm like, it's just stuff like that. It's like you don't know whether that person loves or care about you and things, and so it's kind of hard when you face those problems in your life where you don't know whether a person just love you or they just like care about you at the moment. Like you just don't know. So it's like I said, it's a learning factor. It's something that I'm still trying to learn, something that I'm still trying to figure out, and hopefully one of these days. I wish it was tonight. I wish it was, maybe I need to watch some like self-love, like motivational videos or something to get me through, something to just kind of, you know, take that pressure off of my brain and just let me move on from this. Like, just, I don't know. It's just like, I wouldn't really say it's like pain and suffering, but it's just like an annoying, like, I don't know what to really call it. It's just something annoying that keeps bothering me. So I'm like, I just want that to like be blocked out and things, and I can overall move on from this stuff. But one day, hopefully. But anyways, yeah, it's freaking late. Like I gotta work tomorrow, so I straight up forgot to record an episode earlier. Earlier, I probably would have been in a more better mood. I probably had better things to talk about, but instead of this old sad, depressing stuff. But anyways, yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this or listening to this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe. And if you're purchasing tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It'll knock $20 off your first purchase. So, that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.